Well, thanks for joining me here. Uh, Gonna do another video. We're going to make a small bowl today. And as soon as I get the wire out of the way. Again, though, we want to start with a good centering. Okay, so I want this to be not just a tutorial on how to throw a bowl, but centering is really important. And the clay consistency too. It can't be too hard or it'll never center well. But notice I'm squeezing the clay up into the cone and then pushing it back down. The squeezing is done with the heel of the left hand and the fingers of the right hand working opposite each other to push and squeeze the clay up rather than trying to bring it up from the outside. Now, pushing it back down again is done with the thumbs. At least this is the way I do it, okay? Everybody teaches a little bit differently. But here you can see the squeezing up and the location of the hands. Now, as I push it back down, I'm using my thumbs in the center to push it back down. And I want to try and feel the clay moving back down through the center of its body, rather than trying to push it down its own sides. And here, since I've got a really nice center going on, I decided to throw my thumbs down the middle there and open it up somewhat. Now you can open it almost any way you like, but for the most part, I'll make a big divot with my thumbs and then let my fingers sink in to find the middle. Now my thumb on my left hand is telling my fingers how deep they're going. Now here you can see my left fingers diving in towards my right knuckle, and then I'm squeezing the material to the top. I'm not pulling it to the top. I'll show you that from the above angle. It might help somewhat. Now a little bit of water to lubricate the fingers as they dive in to find the bottom. And now is when, see, my left hand fingers are diving in towards my right knuckle, and then I just rock them together and bring them up. Now when you're throwing and bringing up a wall, you want to find a distance between your fingers and your knuckle, or your fingertips, whatever you're using on the outside, and keep those fingers parallel to each other as you pull up. You don't want to continue to squeeze as you go up. That's how you end up with a really thin wall on top and a thick, heavy base. Now, I'm trimming the bottom excess off right now, because once I've got the bowl walls opened up, I won't have access to this area. And I want to get this excess clay taken out of here now so that I don't have to trim later when the pot is drier. It's just a step in advance. Now I want this bowl to have a little bit of a thick wall, because it's going to get a lot of use. It's going to be in and out of the sink a whole bunch of times, and I want it to be able to take some bumps and bruises without breaking. I also like leaving throw lines on a lot of my stuff. Very few things I clean the throw lines off of. But to form the walls of the pot, I like using this steel rib. It's a very flexible steel rib, and I get my walls to the height I want, and then I just stretch the pot out by sliding the rib down towards the center of the bowl. So I'm opening it and smoothing it. Look how smooth that inside is right now. It's a beautiful finish. It also creates a nice bottom to the pot, because as you're pushing down, you're also pushing material towards the center of the bottom, which compresses that bottom, making it less likely that you develop cracks in drying or firing. So you want to keep that thing compressed. Here I'm just giving myself a good look at what the peripheral sides look like, and I like my bowl to be a little more roundy looking. So I'll go back in there and round that bottom out. That's a nice looking pot, isn't it? That is such an inviting bowl. I want to put ice cream in it right now. So to get that excess slip off the top, just a little bit of sponge work. Now to get a nice finish on that rim, I use a piece of wet deerskin. It's just like a chamois in texture. It does a wonderful job. Now you don't need a piece of exotic leather to do this. You can do it with a plastic bag. Just rip off a piece of plastic, or even paper towel will work for this, as long as the paper towel is strong enough to deal with the pressure that you need. You create a good finish on the rim, and you can also adjust the roundness of your rim as you're doing that. So there it is. That's the quick and easy down low on how to throw a bowl, or this is the how Ken throws a bowl. Alrighty? You have a great day. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.